So at 40, once bulk fermentation is done, right, we're gonna divide them into 150 gram portions, right? 150 gram portions. All the alarms are going off.
Yeah.
Is that 45 minutes for your fermentation? Perfect. You can let it sit there for a little longer. That's okay. Just gonna do a few. Okay, so you're gonna do 150 grams. You should get about 12 out of that. Okay. If you don't get 12, and if you get the 11th one or the 12th one, which is a little smaller, take some dough from each and every one, but make sure you've got 12 even. Right. Better way to go, I would even suggest, is take your entire dough, weigh it out, and then divide it by 12. Right. Especially because if you've combined it and made it together, there's a possibility that it's probably not very accurate. Right. So just divide it by 12. Now, once you've divided, once you've portioned it, we let them sit for 10 minutes. Okay, that's going to help again relax that dough, right? So you can do that. So I'm going to start off with this. The reason why that relaxing is important is because it's really going to help you with the rolling. If you don't relax your dough, it's going to be tough to roll, right? That gluten's going to keep fighting back to you. So when you're ready to roll, I'm just going to move this over. Don't want to spill this. So when you're ready to roll, you're going to need a towel, right? Just make sure it is slightly damp. And you're just going to use that to wipe down your table, just so you have a little moisture on your table, right? Take that piece of dough right in the center and then start rolling it. So you're going to start from the inside, work your way towards the outside. Right? You're going to keep doing that. If you feel your dough is not rested enough, or if you feel like it's constantly shrinking, right, roll it to whatever you can and then leave it aside. Work on your next one. Work on your next one. As you can see, try to avoid flour, because the moment you add flour on your table, right, that rolling is going to be really difficult because it's going to slide too much now. We're not going to get much good. So that's why a damp towel is ideal for this. So again, work from the inside out. You're going to try and make it 20 inches long. That's what you're looking for, right? 20 inches. Now, as you're rolling it, as it's getting larger, right, you're then going to try and just thin down the ends. You see that? Just slightly thin it down. Slightly larger. So, like to go slightly larger because I know it is going to shrink as I play with it. Right? So that's something you want to keep in mind. So I went about 23 inches. So eventually it's going to turn back to about 20. Right? Awesome. So when you're ready to make the shape, you want to take both ends, right? And then you just want to cross it over. Okay? Take both ends. Just cross it over. So right now, if you look at it from the side, it looks like a fish. Then take the two at the bottom and just twist. After you twist, take that and just push it up. So that should give you 3 holes. Should give you 3 holes right there. Gonna do it again. So twist, make a fish, right? Turn it over, take the two ends and just press it down. That's gonna give you really nice looking pretzels. Okay. So what you're gonna do, gang, is before you actually get to your dough, you've got your dead dough. And I would like you to practice this. Right? Practice this with your dead dough. Don't just practice with the same dough every time. You should get about two, maybe about three pieces out of it. Again, weigh them 150 grams just like you would for these with your dead dough, and then roll it out. And this one here is my dead dough. So roll it out and then do the same thing again. Turn and squish. Right. Make 3, 4, whatever dough you have, make it and then see how consistent you are. Right. You want to have them really nice and even. They all need to look identical. When you do that, that means you're ready to go, and then you can start off rolling your final dough. You're gonna get about 12 pieces, so you take 4, I take 8. Right, I'll send 8 to marketplace. You can take home 4 pretzels. Okay. Now, as soon as you've rolled all of them out, as you're rolling, what I suggest is do take another plastic wrap and just make sure you keep it covered. Okay. So keep that covered. Now, perfect. When you've rolled all 12, that's when you're gonna dip them in the lye solution. Okay. So I'm gonna move these on the side, make way for my lye solution. So let's grab the lye solution. Wait, you're gonna need some gloves. And this step's really important. So just focus here. You're gonna grab a sheet tray. Parchment paper. You're gonna do some pan spray on it. And this is where it's going to be different, right? We're also going to put pan spray on the top. Go real heavy. Because what happens is the lye solution sticks to the parchment paper. And if you miss this step, the paper doesn't come off. Right, so really, really important, make sure you spray a good amount on there. Then grab your pretzel and drop it in the lye solution. Right, one at a time. Leave it in there for about 10 seconds. The more you leave it in, the darker the color is going to get. Right, the really darker it's going to get. So you can count about 10 in your mind, and then after that, take it out, drain the water. Just make sure you spread it out again so that you've got the holes. So I'll do another one in the baking soda solution. So same thing again, grab it, make sure you just stretch it out a little bit, leave it in there. I'm just going to place it on the other side. Just make sure you stretch it. You can already tell a difference. You can already tell a difference, right? You can see there's already, you see how quick the chemicals already acting up, right? So definitely there will be a difference, I can tell you that. How much, we'll find out. Now, before we go baking, so what do you think, egg wash on this one? Do you think we need egg wash? No. Alright, so no egg wash, no water, nothing at all, because there's already enough moisture on there. The only thing we'll be doing is I've got some sea salt. Just gonna be sprinkling some sea salt on it. Now, if you want to do anything like, like chocolate, or if you want to do, icing, or, put some nuts, whatever you want to do, you can do that later on, after it's baked. Try not to do it before it's going in the oven, because pretzels get baked at a very high temperature. This one's going to be baked at 230 degrees Celsius. It's really high. That's higher than any of the breads we've ever baked. The reason being, you need that high temperature so it goes super fast and it gets, So you need that high temperature so that again you break off that chemical, right, and you get a nice dark brown color. Okay. So each and every one of you take one sheet tray. You should be able to fit 12 on there, I think. 4, 5, 6. No, you might not be able to fit 12. So you might need, I think you might need 2 sheet trays. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're gonna need 2. Anyways, that's okay. So again, since there is yeast in these, right? You can leave them. You can kind of bake. You can leave them out for a little while. They won't overproof, but the baking time is really short. This is going to be about 12 minutes of baking. Right? So it's very, very short baking. It's going to be super fast. Okay, so I'm going to do mine and then I'll bake these and then we can all try these out. Now, what I would recommend for you